Hello everybody, welcome to this week's YouTube video, and if you are watching this, you are watching this because, well, you've clicked on my peak week surprise show video and I wasn't sure whether to document this part or just keep it all a secret and pretend like I was still not a week and 3 days out, but I think with my upload schedule this will probably be ending up going out after I've already competed. Well, I'm gonna upload it after I've already competed, so this is gonna be my kind of peak week vlog. Now if you're watching this, it's because I've already done the show, and you will have seen I did a wellness show. Now there is going to be a video coming that I'm doing, filming on the day with Ben, where I'm going to talk a little bit more in detail on the reason behind it and why I did it and all of that. But for this video, I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet and just document this kind of lead up and how that looks for me. Now we're not doing anything major for a peak, like we're not really like peaking crazily, but we'll be doing something to bring a good look to the stage without jeopardizing my later shows. Anyway, it is actually 8:30 and I have spent today, I drove all the way to London to pick up my bikini from Georgia Rose, which is my bikini sponsor, and I was gonna vlog some of it, but honestly, like 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back, like it's a hot day today. It was just like, yeah, just didn't happen. Anyway, I also received a nice parcel, which is some new heels. Now I wanted to unbox these with you. I've had my current heels. They're looking a little bit worse for wear, but I've had them since 2020. They are the Cocktail 508s. The strap is falling apart and they've done me well. However, I wanted some new shoes for a while. I thought probably good to get some now. I'm a bit worried these aren't going to last. They probably will be fine, but they are on the verge of falling apart. And I have very wide feet. Like my, the front of my foot is very wide, and the Cocktail 508s are meant to be a wide fitted shoe, but they're not wide enough for me. I just must have like, I don't know, like flipper feet or something. But I got some new shoes, and I also went for strapless because I don't know, I just thought I want to give them a go. And I got the Majesties, and they're going to be easier to put on. So yeah, this is a little unboxing of that, and I'm going to show you what they look like and try them on. They're from Compact, and yeah, I'm excited. I didn't go for anything like sparkly or anything crazy, they're just plain. But let's have a look. I really hope these fit. Okay. Oh, a fresh pair of heels is so nice. These are them. Let me give them a go. Please, please fit me. I'm literally praying. Can you imagine I try them on and they don't even fit? That would be a disaster. Okay. The moment of truth. Let me. I'll definitely have to wear them in a little bit. Okay. Ooh. Well, I definitely think they fit. That's good. Ooh, they're comfortable. They definitely need a lot of wearing in, so I'm literally going to wear these all the time. Okay. They definitely feel higher, but kind of easier to walk in. I like how these feel. They feel like I can like press my feet into the floor a lot more. And I feel like they're a lot easier to just like wear. I feel like they look a little bit more streamlined. I'm a fan. I'm definitely going to have to wear them in. Didn't really think about that. But they're definitely going to need some wearing in. But I think I'm going to like them. I've always got the old ones if I want to go back to them. But yeah, I like these. They feel comfortable. They feel stable. Great success. Anyway, I need to make my last meal. I am literally, I feel really lean today. Today's usually my high day, but we didn't run the high day today because the plan is going to be to potentially run a couple of high days later on next week. So we're kind of just like using these next few days as like fat loss days. But to be honest with you, like I'm kind of glad that it wasn't a high day, because trying to like prep my meals for high day when I'm traveling is just a little bit difficult. It's kind of easy to eat less food today. So I can't wait to eat my cream of rice and oats. Oh my God. It's like weird, like this is like my first carb meal, but I'm not even phased, to be honest. I literally am not even phased. Anyway, heels off, get me some carbs. Let's go. Hello everybody. We are officially 1 week out. Sorry, what the fuck? I don't feel like I'm 1 week out. It feels very weird. Now we're doing check-ins daily. So what I'm gonna do, I didn't film today's, but I'm gonna film my check-ins, I'm gonna film my update and let you know the feedback that AJ gives me. The lighting was pretty terrible in my check-in photos this morning. But I was really, really happy with them. I had to do it slightly different. In a slightly different place, hold on. Here are my check-in pictures. Really, really happy with these. And this is like the day after leg day as well. So the fact that my quads had this much detail in is pretty good. And then obviously the wellness shots, really happy with these as well. Definitely feel like over the last few days, I've come in a lot tighter, which has made my wellness shots look better, which is cool. So today is a normal low day with normal expenditure. We were gonna do a bit of like a deplete. So AJ was gonna like push a little bit more for fat loss, but I've lost 0.9, basically 900 grams, which is like nearly a kilo over the last week. So we don't need to be pushing too much more. So I'll be fine just at baseline. And then we'll kind of pull things back a little bit to the back end of the week. But I am doing daily updates of AJ, so he's going to let me know what to do. And as much as like we're not really doing anything crazy for a peak, we're still like going to make my physique look the best it can on stage. So I'm very excited for it. So yeah, today is just my normal low day with food and expenditure. So that is 12,500 steps. I did my 35 minutes cardio this morning. And food is 75 carbs, 165 protein and 50 fats. So yeah, just a normal rest day, which is great. I also have a massage today with Reese, who has been doing my massages and treatment for the last like year and a bit, ever since I injured my back. And he has been an absolute godsend. So I've got a lovely massage of him today, which I'm really excited for, because yeah, I think we're just going to do like a little bit of like a flush through, just to kind of like, yeah, help my physique look the best. I don't know if he does this, but I'm going to see if he does anything around like midsection, because my midsection feels I don't know, it just feels like everything's a bit stuck. And it feels a bit tight. So I'm going to see if we can do that. But yeah, I'll film some bits from that. I just had a lovely coffee and catch up with my friend Kez as well. So yeah, I've done a bit of cleaning. I have put a wash on, put my washing away. I've had 3 meals already. On a rest day, I tend to split it to 5 meals. On a train day, I do 4. Just because train day is easier with timing, and yeah, I just find on rest day I prefer to have 5. So I've got 2 meals left. I'll have one straight after my massage and then one in the evening. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to update on. So I will probably catch you guys when I'm having my massage, and then we'll go from there. But stay updated, stay tuned if you want to see how this peak week unfolds.
I literally hate that. I'm a mean girl. At the end of the day, everything I've said, I'll say it to someone's face. I don't pretend there's a halo around my head, but don't you pretend there's one around yours either.
Is that in bed?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm fine, honey. Nothing we didn't already know, was it? How you been about the goal?
No.
Where we go? Upset to me watching that on the screen.
Harrison, you never liked me in the first place.
Oh my days.
There were just multiple clips of you saying that.
Of me saying what?
You never had the urge to kiss me. We didn't want it.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I said I didn't have a spark, like, I didn't have a spark with you as much as I did with Lauren. That's the only thing I said.
Go spark it up. Leave me alone. Like, you just made me look stupid.
Okay, that's really helpful information for today's changes. So what we're actually going to do today is we're going to run your normal training day diet, so 125 carb, 40 fat, 165 protein, but I'm going to have you pull your steps down to 7,500. Now, this will be quite a large stress reduction in terms of just almost like rather than deloading or de-outputting. And I think this is just going to allow you to feel a little bit more calm in the evenings, feel a little bit less of these like draggy legs that are like 10 foot behind you and you're like dragging them along for your walks. So 7,500 steps, really try and stick to that today as well. Like don't think, oh, I actually feel good, I'm going to go over, I want to burn more fat. Like no. Like rest up these legs, okay? This is only going to bring a better look as a byproduct of doing so. So 7,500 steps today. And then I also want you to just like slowly start to try and bring your bedtime back a little earlier. So, because you're just going to wake up earlier and earlier. Like it's going to be down to your body waking you up because it's hungry and low blood glucose. And just naturally, this is the way that the body does trend at this point. But I'm very happy with the look. Really content with the position that we're in leading into the start of this week, and your look is only going to improve daily from here. So that's the game plan. Let's crack on.
Let's crack on. Hello everybody. As you just heard, just got my feedback from AJ, and I am just about to get ready. So obviously you heard 7,500 steps today, which is actually going to probably be quite hard. I'm going to go on a small morning walk because I do want to do a morning walk. But it's going to mean that I can get so much more done today. And I'm so excited for that. Like, I've got a lot of work to do. So anyway, let's crack on with doing my makeup. I need some deodorant. Yeah, I want to use this peak week to kind of also just like, I guess like document like how I'm feeling as well, because yeah, like there's obviously a lot of I don't know, I feel like I want to just share my thoughts as I go, because I know that I'll want to look back at this and this will be good to watch back. And for anyone also who is like, you know, going to be competing, I think it's always quite interesting to see how people are feeling. I'm feeling pretty relaxed. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I'm trying to put no pressure on myself for this show because I've not been training for wellness. But I am a competitive person, so you know, like I want to do well. I really want to do well. If I can like look like I actually don't look out of place on a wellness stage, that will be a win for me, because yeah, like I said, this has been like a decision that I made relatively last minute. Not last minute. I will talk about it probably a little bit more in my actual vlog that I do with Ben, because I'm doing a show day video. So I'll talk about it a little bit more in that, but it's something that I've thought about doing for a while, and I just thought, why not? I feel like I need to put you... I feel like you're really like... Yeah. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, and I just thought, what have I got to lose? Literally, what have I got to lose? So, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be exciting. I kind of can't believe that I'm stepping on stage again. It's been so long. Like, so long. Like, it doesn't feel real. It really doesn't feel real that I'm doing it again. Like, I think I've just been... Oh, I'm having a bit of a mare with this setup. Yeah, it's been so long since I've stepped on stage that it doesn't feel like it's happening. And I'm like, shit, wait, like I am actually stepping on stage again. Even though it's not necessarily within the category. Sorry, I'm literally like shoving you around all over the place. Even though it's not necessarily within the category that like, you know, I've been working towards, it's still gonna be like my first time on stage in 4 years, which is just madness. Like, what the hell? I'm stepping on stage in less than a week. Yeah, absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm excited. I also decided I'm doing my tan myself. For all of my shows in 2021, I got my tan done, and I would always recommend that for anyone who's doing it for the first time. Like, stepping on stage for the first time, get your tan done, because it's just like, it's overwhelming. There's a lot to think about, but it's, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people who do their tan themselves, and that basically everyone I've spoken to has said how easy it is and how stress-free it is. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, obviously getting your tan done is great. I would definitely prefer to get it done, but you have to obviously have your tanning slot. I'm going to be staying in my own bed, so if I'm staying in my own bed, I don't have to drive. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot of back and forth, and then like having the tanning slot and then the makeup slot and running around between both. Like, if I do my tan myself, it just means I can do it when I want and take my time with it, enjoy doing it. Like, it's an experience. I did Lucy, my client Lucy, who competed last year. I did all of her tan for her, like when she did like some of her shows, and it was just like, it was so easy. It was well chilled. So I've ordered tan. I'm sure it will come in time. I ordered it for like next day delivery. That's my plan, is to get my tan done myself, and then I'm getting my makeup done by Danielle, which, Danielle, if anyone knows Danielle Spencer, she did my show day makeup in 2021. She's done all my clients' makeup for photo shoots. She's done mine for photo shoot. I just love her. She's just such a legend, and she's so good at her job. So I feel like confident and relaxed that Danielle's gonna be doing it. As for my hair, I think I'm just gonna have it like down. I might ask Danielle if I can get her to curl it for me, because I can curl my hair myself, but not like that well, especially the back. I don't want the back to be looking funny, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is the plan, and I'm absolutely buzzing, so it's gonna be good. Anyway, today's plan of action is I'm training push as normal, so that's not going to change. I've got all my Monday check-in girls, which I'm excited for, because I have a lot of Monday girls who are on prep, so I'm excited to get back to them, give them their plan of actions moving forwards, and just get my normal Monday work done. I also have a new girl who's going to be starting, so I need to finish off her setup, get that sent across to her, because she is also competing in 10 weeks. So yeah, a busy day, but a great day. I'm excited. It's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one. Yeah. Let's crack on. Just done my prep girlies check-ins for their Monday updates. I I've got 3 girls that check in who are on prep on a Monday. I have Diana, I have G, and Ananias. So exciting changes for them today. So yeah, they're all looking fab. I'm really happy with the spots that they're all in. They're actually, G and Ananias are doing figure, and then Diana is she's actually doing women's physique and bodybuilding. We're currently like deciding, well, basically we decided to enter both because I wasn't sure which category she would suit better, but I definitely think she suits bodybuilding really well. So her first show is going to be the BMBF, where she's going to do bodybuilding, and I'm very excited for that. So we're pushing quite hard now to, yeah, just really get her into bodybuilding conditioning, because at the end of the day, like, if you're doing the category, you want to be in the condition that the category requires. So yeah, excited for her. Anais has also, did Anais have some changes today? I think Anais has had recent changes, so we're keeping everything the same for now. G has had some changes, which she hasn't had many changes in her check-in or in her prep, so these are sort of some changes that we have been making. These are some of the sort of very few changes we have made to her current situation, because she's just not needed it. And this is the thing, like, people will differ, like, person to person. Some people might need changes more frequently to keep them moving, but some people might not. So yeah, but they're all doing great. Really happy with all of them. It's started my day in a very positive way. So yeah, that is good. And I'm just about to make my first meal, which is 1 egg, 30 grams of avocado, 130 grams of egg whites, 100 grams of beef mince made into a burger, and then my veg there. Let me just like, look at that. Amazing. I'm gonna go and enjoy this and watch some YouTube. Good afternoon, good evening, Mary, whatever time it is you're watching this. Thank you so much for your patience. I am so excited to get you started, get this ball rolling for you. I'm really looking forward to this, as to what we're doing, why we're doing it, so then we can move forwards from there. Because I think this is going to be really important for you coming away from your show, is book yourself a photo shoot. So it's going to be an opportunity for you to push yourself, challenge yourself in a different way, give you a goal to still work towards. We want to treat this just as you would with the prep, but we're going to slowly reverse you into it, so that by the time you get to the photo shoot, we'll have pretty much reversed into it. It will then take away that kind of like moment where you feel like, oh my God, like I don't know what to do. Everything feels like it's gone from 100 to 0, and it's going to keep you in line with a goal-focused end goal. And then we will transition into your off-season. We will set some goals for your off-season, performance-based goals, lots of different things to work towards. What are our next steps? Where we go from there? We might then look to do like a bit of a maintenance, and then potentially, depending on how your body responds, look at doing a prep, or look at going into your second season, or depending on how you feel, then look to carry on with a bit more growth. You know, like this is where we kind of like figure that out as we go. Posing sessions we need to book in as well, so I will also send you the link to book your posing sessions in. Obviously you've got 2 per month, so I will send you that link alongside all of this information so you can get your first posing session booked in, and then we'll go from there really. So have a lovely rest of your Monday. Let me know if you have any questions, and let's fucking get this ball rolling. This is a good look. It is Tuesday. Time to check in. Got a bikini on. Oh, ignore that in the background. I feel good today. My legs feel less heavy. Body weight is back down to 65.9, which was the lowest it's been. So I'm excited to take my check-in pictures. I'm also aware that I'm checking in every day, so I don't know if I want to be like, I don't know, you won't have a chance to tell me, but I don't know if people want to see every single check-in I do. I'm going to do it anyway because I feel like there will be people that will say, yeah, I want to see it. So I'm sorry in advance if you don't want to see every check-in that I take this week, but I'm going to include it, I think. So let's go check in. Oh, it's also 6:22. I'm hoping the sun isn't going to be as bright today, because the sun was so bright the last couple of days. It's not looking quite as bright today, but don't wanna be too long, otherwise it will creep out and be in the way. Right, let's go. Alexa, play Peaceful Meditation.
Peaceful Meditation by Joseph Famola from Spotify.
I have just received a parcel, which is, I believe, my tan. Because I'm doing, I don't know if have I said this? I'm doing my tan myself. So I ordered some gloves, the tanning kit. I was a little bit scared because PCA tan is always so dark, so I got the ultra dark to make sure that I'm dark enough for PCA. But I got the Pro Tan, and it's got, let's open it up and have a look. It's got the base coat, top coat, show shine, and then get buffed, which I think helps you get the tan off afterwards, and then a little mitt. So I'm gonna see how this goes, and then what I'll probably do is if it goes well and I find it easy, I'm probably just gonna do this for like all of my shows, apart from the UKDFBA, because I really like A1 tanning. So I'll probably get them to do my tan for that show. But if you wanna like save some money, guys, I highly recommend doing your tan yourself. If you have someone to do it for you, like the only issue I'm having is like, don't have anyone to help me do it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I did Lucy's tan, I helped her with her tan last year. Lucy was my client who stepped on stage last year, and I did her tan. She did her tan herself for a lot of her shows, and it saves you so much money. Like this, I think was like, in total, like 50 quid. Tan at the moment, fucking hell, like compared to 2021, it's ridiculous. In 2021, I'm pretty sure it was only like, I don't know, like 40 quid, but it's 85 quid for top and base coat, which is just absurd if you ask me. So yeah, anyway, that's tan. Excited for that. I don't have any jewelry, so I need to get some jewelry. I'm probably just gonna get it from where did I get it before? Claire's. I don't want anything too extravagant, so I think I'm just gonna get it from Claire's, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've just finished my check-ins for the day. I've updated my MBW log, and I'm on my log. I'm not telling anyone I'm doing a show, so I'm pretending that I'm in a diet break. So if anyone on here has read my log this week and thought I was in a diet break, psych, fooled ya. Anyway, I have a posing session at 12. It's 20 past 11. I'm also going to try on new MBW tracksuits. So I think I'm going to film a little video for that, trying them on, because I think I'm going to wear one today because it's fucking cold today. It's been so warm the last few days, and now today I feel like I'm frozen. So I think I'm going to wear a tracksuit for my session today. Because why not? Yeah, I'm going to wear a tracksuit for my session today. So I think I'm going to put that on now, film a little video trying them on, and then do my posing session. And then I'm training pool with Millie, my client. I've also got to do some post-workout posing and send them over to AJ, so I might film some of that as well. I would take my camera along with me. I'm not going to film my pool session because I just want to do that with Millie. But I'll probably film my D volume leg session tomorrow to show you, because that's a little bit more... Actually, I don't think I'll take my camera today. I'll take it anyway, and if I decide to film I will. If I don't, I won't. But I think tomorrow's going to be a better look to capture, because it'll be post like lower D volume and my leg's going to look better. Anyway, I'm going to try these on, film a video, and I'll catch you guys in the next, whenever it is, whenever I pick up my camera. Okay, it is now Wednesday. If that does not sum up how I'm feeling at the moment, I don't know what does. I'm about to train legs, devolume session, and I haven't picked up my camera since yesterday before I trained because I'm not gonna lie to you, your girl has been struggling. I just feel like now that I'm not doing as much, it's hitting me like a ton of bricks. Like, it's literally like it's just slapped me in the face like, you're tired. You feel like shit. But I know that this, like, I know that this feeling is, it's just part of it. So I'm trying to just like crack on. I've done all of my work for today. Editing, coaching clients, check-ins, messages, writing up notes for posing clients, posting on Instagram. So I've done all of that. My check-in this morning that I sent to AJ, I was really happy with. And the changes for today are like just doing a devolume session for legs. Like, I'm pretty flat at the moment, which is good. Like, I want to be flat before we start introducing some carbs, so it's fine. But along with that comes the in energy. So we're just accepting it. I've got my coffee. Today's session, to be honest with you, I'm planning on just getting in, getting out, getting it done. I'm going to do some posing after. Okay, so I thought I would do a little voiceover for this session because A, I didn't bring on microphones, and B, sometimes I think it's a little bit boring when it's just clips with nothing else and no sound or just like music playing in the background. So I'm going to talk you through my devolume leg session. So the way that I approach this leg session is obviously very different to how I would approach a normal leg session. And anyone that knows me or has watched my channel or just has followed my journey will know I train legs very hardcore. But when you train legs very hardcore, it also comes with an accumulation of fatigue, and obviously in a peak week we're trying to keep fatigue low. So the way that this session is structured is one set per exercise. Now, some of my sets that I do week by week, I just do one set on anyway, and in that case I literally just keep it the same and just do that one set. But I also don't take any of these, like, basically I'm avoiding doing any 50-50 reps where it would be that rep where you kind of, you know, question whether you're going to get it or not. So that's how the session was structured. Every exercise is still the same. So we started off with a glute kickback variation, which is hitting more glute max, but to be honest, I feel this everywhere. This absolutely kills my glutes. I love this exercise, and my current way of doing it is with the bench to create more stability, because I used to do this standing up, but as I've got lighter, it was just a lot harder to stabilize myself, and doing it with the bench honestly just feels so good. So if anyone wants to try that, definitely give it a go. Then we have seated hamstring curl. Looks like I'm literally staring into space when I'm doing this. Oh my god, that is hilarious. But I just had this on setting, I think this was the setting where it was drops off as you get it short, and I just did that one set with that setting. So I normally do my back off on that setting, but I took that as my working set. And just, yeah, nice and controlled, contracting hard, and like I said, not doing any 50-50 reps. I absolutely love this prime piece as well. This is quite new to the gym and it's phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful hamstring curl. Then we have Smith machine hip thrusts. Again, one of my favorite hip thrust variations. Really enjoy this exercise, and it was really nice to only do one set, to be honest, because I feel like 2 sets on here always absolutely wrecks me. And my delt is looking a bit crazy. Wow, that's so cool. But yeah, this is a firm favorite, and I took my set of a slightly higher rep range on here. So I normally have 2 sets, one slightly lower rep range, more like 8 to 10, then one more like 10 to 15. And I took the more 10 to 15 rep range, or the weight that I do with that. And it felt phenomenal. My glutes were on absolute fire. Then we had adductor. I normally just do 1 set on this anyway, so that didn't really change. So just my standard set on the adductor here. I like to do, so I do adductors in both my leg sessions, and I just do like different rep ranges in each session. So on my Wednesday session, I do a slightly lower rep range, and then on my Saturday session, I do a slightly higher rep range. So yeah, I just took my normal set on here and then just avoided taking it to those like assisted reps where like I end up giving myself a spot. And I'm pretty sure my gym is getting a new adductor soon, so that's going to be really, really exciting. I'm really excited for that. I'm actually nearly stacking this machine. And I remember in 2021 when I did the adductor, I think I was doing like 36 kilos, and I'm now still holding on to like 80 kilos on the adductor. So yeah, cannot complain with that. Then we have leg extension. I normally do 2 sets on here, but just the one. And I took my more back off kind of set. So I didn't. No, I took my top set on here. Sorry. Took my top set on here, but slightly reduced the load. Normally I get around like 6 to 8 reps, but I tried to aim for more like 10 to 12. But I kept the loading the same as my top set. So instead of doing a set with 50-50 split on the middle and top peg, and then doing 75% on the top peg, and then 25 on the middle, I just did my set with 50-50 split, but slightly reduction in load. Then we had hack squat. This was one of the ones I was the most excited to not be doing full volume in a way, because it takes me a lot. It takes me a lot of mental capacity to psych myself up for this set. So it was quite enjoyable not having to ramp myself up. And that's another thing that I tried not to do in this session, is I just listened to Justin Bieber's new album. If you haven't listened to that, it's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. So I was just listening to Justin Bieber's new album during this whole session, staying very calm, trying not to like amp myself up for my sets, because that's just going to drive more CNS fatigue. It's just no need. It's just not necessary. So it was very chilled set. I wish I could tell you what song I was listening to, but I can't remember. But yeah, I decided to leave that rep there, because I could have gone for it, but it would have been one of those 50-50 reps, so I didn't. Then we have the hip press. Again, another firm favourite. A lot of these, you'll notice, like a lot of these exercises I'm doing in this session are some of my favourite exercises for each one, because ironically, I do the exercises that are my favourites. Would you imagine that? That is crazy. Anyway, I kept the weight the same on here, and I think because I had not, taken myself to the absolute depths on my hack squat set, this was pretty easy, to be honest. And this absolutely blows my quads. It's a fantastic exercise. Again, like I said, just really good. But yeah, when I do this, I like to sit on the blocks, if you can see that. Just to bring myself into a slightly better position, just so that I feel more stable. I don't get that tuck in my pelvis from the seat, and it also just like feels like I get the drop off doesn't feel so, what's the word, like at the bottom. I don't feel like I lose it, if that makes sense. Anyway, then we had split squats to finish, which are disgusting. I have no other words for the split squats other than these are disgusting. I did reduce the load a little bit, just to make sure that I was staying in a good rep range. But this was, I think, 2.5 kilos less than what I would normally do. So I normally do 45, but I've been doing that for like 8 reps. So I wanted to get a solid set. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Wow, I'm yawning. Ugh. Anyway, sorry, I hope you guys aren't finding this too boring. Clearly I am. And then I did some posing, so enjoy.